I am Dr. Jessie John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we will discuss anatomy of liver, and we will cover this topic in different parts. At first, we will discuss about the general features of the liver. Then we will go to lobes of the liver, and that is the anatomical and physiological lobe. And then we will go to hepatic segments, and then we will go hepatic ligament. And again in next our videos we will cover the blood supply and microscopic structure of the liver and any other things. So first we will discuss here the general features of the liver. The liver is the largest gland of the body, and we, as a medical student, everybody know, and it is the largest gland of our body and occupying much of the right upper part of the abdominal cavity. It consists of both exocrine and endocrine parts, and the liver performs a wide range of metabolic activity that is necessary for the homeostasis, nutrition, and immune response. And main functions are these are the secretes bile and storage glycogen, and it synthesizes the serum proteins and lipids, and it detoxifies blood from the endogenous and exogenous substance like toxins, drugs, and alcohol, etc., that enters the circulation. These are things that enter the circulation, and it remove all the things from the blood. It produces hemopoietic cells of the all type during the fetal life. And now we discuss about the shape and what is the size of the liver and what should be the color of the liver. And sometime shape, size, and color. On the basis of all these things, we will go to the clinical condition, because these all things all alter in these clinical conditions. First, we will discuss about the shape. The liver is wedge-shaped and resembles a four-sided pyramid laid on one side with its base directed towards the right and apex directed towards the left. And weight in males, it is just 1.4 to 1.8 kg. And in females, it is slightly decreased, that is 1.2 to 1.4 kg. And newborn, it is the one of 1/18th of the body weight. At birth, 150 gram, and proportional weight in adult, it will be the 1/14th of the body weight. In color, and in a healthy body, it will be red brown in color. And we see here the location. Here you can see here this is occupied the abdominal cavity on the right upper portion. Yeah, we will say the right upper quadrant. And if we will discuss in the region, then we will say the right hypochondrium and epigastrium, and slight portion of the left hypochondrium region. And left hypochondrium. Now we are discussing the external features. So what will be the external features of the liver? That is the first we will discuss about the surfaces of the liver, that are the diaphragmatic surface, and it is convex and extensive. It faces upward, forward, to the right, and backwards. And visceral surface is relatively flat and faces inferiorly. And these two surfaces meet in front at the sharp inferior border. Conventionally, the diaphragmatic surface is further subdivided into superior, anterior, right lateral, and posterior surface, but there is no distinct demarcation between these surfaces. Diaphragmatic surface, the dome-shaped diaphragmatic surface includes smooth peritoneal area, which faces superiorly, anteriorly, and to the right, and a rough bare area that is devoid of the peritoneum, which faces posteriorly. The inferior vena cava is embedded in the deep sulcus in the left part of the bare area. Visceral surface, we will call inferior surface 2, and the visceral surface is relatively flat and concave. The notable feature on the visceral surface are fossa for the gallbladder and the fissure for the ligamentum teres. and for the porta hepatis. And the visceral surface is covered by the peritoneum, except at the fossa for the gallbladder and the porta hepatis. Inferior border, the features of the inferior border are as follows. It separates the diaphragmatic surface from the visceral surface, and it is rounded laterally where it separates the right lateral surface from the inferior surface, and it is thin and sharp medially where it separates the anterior surface from the inferior surface, and it presents two notches for the ligament teres and cystic notch. And now we discuss the lobes of the liver, and I think we will discuss in the next part. Yes. Now we'll discuss the lobes of the liver. The lobes of the livers are classified into two types, that are the anatomical lobes and physiological lobes. And we will see physiological lobes means functional lobes. Anatomical lobes: on the diaphragmatic surface, the liver is divided into two lobes, that is the right and left, and by the attachment of the falciform ligament. On the visceral surface, the liver is divided into four lobes, that is right lobe, left lobe, and caudate lobe by fissures and fossas present on this. Surface features: diaphragmatic surface, they are bare area of the liver, goes for inferior vena cava, fissure for ligamentum venosum, attachment of coronary right and left triangular and falciform ligament. Visceral surface, fissure for ligamentum teres hepatis, porta hepatis, fossa for gallbladder. Surface, these fissures and fossas form an ash-shaped figure. The right lobe to right of the fossa for the gallbladder, and left lobe to the left of the fissure for the ligamentum teres and ligamentum venosum, and the caudate lobe between the fossa for the gallbladder and the fissure for ligamentum teres below the porta hepatis. It means these the caudate lobe is situated between these fossas, and caudate lobe between the groove for the IVC and the fissure for the ligamentum venosum above the porta hepatis. So these also present the fissure between the groove and the fissure. And we can see here how there is caudate lobe, and these are fossa for gallbladder and caudate lobe, and all these lobes are divided by the things that present on the surface of the liver. Now we will discuss about the physiological lobe, and that we call functional lobe, and we will say the true lobes too. The division of the liver into lobes is based on the intrahepatic distribution of the branch of the bile ducts, hepatic artery, and portal vein. The liver is divided into the right and left physiological lobes by an imaginary sagittal plane that is called Cantilli plane or lines. On the posterior inferior surface, this plane passes through the fossa for the gallbladder to the groove for IVC, inferior vena cava. On the anterior superior surface of the liver, this plane passes from the inferior vena cava to the cystic notch present a little to the right of the falciform ligament. Now we will discuss about the hepatic segment, and we can say segments of the liver. These are the structural unit of the liver. These are 8 hepatic segments. They are reduced as follows. Right physiological lobe is divided into the anterior and posterior part, and the left physiological lobe into a medial and lateral parts. Each of these parts is further divided into the upper and lower part and form 8 surgically resectable hepatic segment. So we can see here in this segment, this is medial and lateral part, and these are the segments, and again they are divided into the upper and lower part, and we can see here all these parts, all these segments uh, constitute the liver. So we can see here how many these are 8 segments here. The veins draining the hepatic segments are intersegmental. It means the veins that drains not along the one segment they are draining through various segments. On the surface of the liver, there is no identifiable demarcation between the anterior and the posterior segment of the right lobe. These are lobes, and we can see here right and left, then posterior and medial and lateral. Now, your peritoneal relation, most of the liver is covered by the peritoneum. The areas which are not covered by the peritoneums are the bare of the area of the liver, fossa for the gallbladder, and groove for inferior vena cava, groove for ligamentum venosum, and the porta hepatis. And we will discuss in next video all the remaining part of the liver. Until then, you study and find the more difficult part that is for you. And any query, please mention it below the comment box and it will be resolved very soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.